It's just a camera, Mimel. Relax. Stimulate your mind, Craig. So me and Mimel is going to be coming out with a new t-shirt design, and I'll show it to you guys once I am done, and then it'll be up on the website for you guys to purchase if y'all want to support me and Mimel here. His name is Mittens, and because I call him Mimel so much, he started responding back to me as Mimel. So, Mimel, crunch your hand, crunch your hand. Yeah, boy, crunch your hand. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the iBach road trip video and the event itself. I had an amazing time. Met a ton of you guys, including you guys' family that also watches my video, which is super dope. Got some messages from some of you guys that were unable to meet me, and I apologize given that I was so busy with everything, the racing, just the crowd. But there's always a next time, because we always try to make it out there to iBach and also the Chronicles. But hey, I'll meet you guys eventually. The car did amazing driving there and back. I know some of you guys were wondering why the car wasn't performing well down to 1320. I found out the charge pipe from the turbo to the intercooler dug itself into the frame, which left a nice sized hole in there, and I believe that may be the cause of my boost cut issues. But after watching a video of the car from the rear, it may be running a tad bit rich, which my tuner came down from Hawaii for a job out here or down there in LA for work. He hit me up after track or after iBach, and we went to go eat some dinner, and we spoke. I think the car is going to be back on the dyno very soon, so we can get it tuned and back up to par. And in case we do, I might be putting on the GT35R so we can get rid of that small turbo interference with the VTEC ordeal. If you guys knew about that from the last dyno video of the car. Nonetheless, we drove it 1,114 miles, guys, and the car had not a single hiccup. I am super stoked, and I know you guys are too, to have the wagon back in the channel and up and running again. And I can tell you guys one thing: it doesn't smoke anymore. I'm gonna save this for another video. I'm gonna do a full walk around on the wagon and kind of talk about the changes that it went through, and also talk about I guess the whole wagon in general, because it's been off the channel for quite some times, and we've gained a ton more support and subscribers during the time that has not appeared on the channel. So I'll make another thorough video on that a later time. Today, I don't know if you guys noticed, the Furio's back there, Simon is here, and you know, they were being courteous enough to not bother me, which it doesn't even matter. They were like, oh, we don't want to bother Dana because, you know, the trip, the sleep, and blah, 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 blah. They needed my help, and I told them, just slide through. This right here is from Paige's car, the white EG in the last track video. And I mentioned that she had broke some studs off her thing. We thought the bolts just backed it out and she lost them or whatever. But further inspections, two are stripped inside. What I am going to do right now is pretty much try to extract these, and if I can't extract these, I'll just clean out those holes and then time cert it, and then we can get her you know, car back up and going using regular 12mm bolts, while these two are, I believe, standard or something. But that's my goal as of right now, get this up and going. And then what I am going to be doing today is clean my garage, because I made a giant mess during the time of the rebuild, and there was just a ton of dingleberry nut crack sack everywhere. So I want to clean all of this up and make it look more like a garage. I gotta, I don't know, put this back in the corner over there so it's not sitting over here anymore. Cat food back over there, you know what I'm saying? Put that back in the van, the header in the backyard, sell that transmission. Well, it's sold, but I just gotta deliver it. And then pretty much all the junk on this end. So yeah, let's get cracking on the manifold and further make progress on making this garage look more like a garage. All right, so I already extracted one. Lucky enough, we don't have to drill it out and time sort it. This came out with ease, and you can see that little hole right there. I actually used a drill bit, you know, small enough to make a center hole, and then I used a speed out. If you guys never heard of or seen this before, this is like a hit or miss, but I've had success with it. And pretty much all I did was with that hole that I drilled with the drill bit, I used the other end of this bit to really drill the hole out to the size that is needed to extract it. With the opposite end right here is reverse threaded. So what you do is you put that bit on there, and then you put it in reverse and into the hole, slowly drill into it so that this can make its groove into the broken bolt or whatever it is you're extracting, and should slowly back it out. And for me to help the process, put some WD-40 on here, then I torch the crap out of it so the heat can expand the metal and make that broken bolt back out a ton easier. So this came out with ease, and I'm praying that this second one is going to come out the same way. This one right here, given that I drilled it crooked, I couldn't extract that broken bolt that was in there. So I just kind of drilled it out and stepped up the size until we made a nice clean hole straight through. Got my time sort kit, drilled it out, and then I, what do you call it? You taper it, and then you tap it, and then you insert the sleeve. So this time sort is a 12mm. These are I believe 14s, standard, whatever size for standard, but the equivalent size of a 14mm. So this one right here is the only one that says 12, and I'm using an ARP stainless steel stud that I bought from my cylinder head a long time ago for my turbo manifold. They give you one extra, or actually they give you 10, but Honda uses 9, so I got one extra, and I threaded this in there with Loctite, and hopefully that doesn't break like this non-stainless steel bolt right here. My table sander has an old 60 grit belt on it, and it wasn't you know, gritty enough to remove this completely, but it is a ton smoother. They had a gasket on here before, which, you know, gasket burn out, and then the turbo manifold becomes loose, and then that rattles, and then breaks your stud, so on and so forth. I have never ran a single gasket between manifold to turbo, wastegate to manifold, so on and so forth, because they do burn out. And given that it burnt out, it pretty much caked up on here and made it an uneven surface, and I just kind of slightly resurfaced it, and this should be ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna put the dump tube back on, let them know it's done so they can come pick it up, and now I'm gonna start cleaning the garage. Meow meow. Meow meow. I'm gonna start by cleaning my welding table and the corner for my cat food, you know what I'm saying? Because I bought this giant 30-pound the other day, and I need space for it because that little crevice is only big enough for a 22-pound bag. So I need to weld Pay's dump tube, and obviously I can't do that until the table is clean. And I could technically start with cleaning my toolbox, but I don't want to clean my toolbox just yet, because in all of those boxes and tool cart and stuff, there are a bunch of socket tools, screwdrivers, so on and so forth, that needs to be back in a toolbox. So when I'm cleaning the table and everything else, there's going to be more tools racked up on here that then I would organize it one time instead of twice or 3 or 4 or 1 million times. I am considering buying another toolbox, just bigger, so that way I can consolidate pretty much all of my sockets and you know, screwdrivers and tools, pliers and ratchets and stuff into their own designated drawer. Right now everything's just crammed up in here, so I'm gonna have to use this toolbox until I can afford another one. But yeah, I'm gonna start cleaning this up really quickly and get this corner all nice and clean. Oh. Clean enough for me. Not a lot of crap. I vacuumed pretty much all of the metal debris and shit from cutting and sanding and all of that stuff that was on the table. Junked a bunch of crap. Still got to clean. I think I'm gonna use these caps and make a nice like epoxy table. If you guys ever seen those DIYs on YouTube, got a whole box of that. Try and get a little bit creative here. Still got a junk shit like this. Like I don't need any of this. I can toss them, but hoarding problems. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to a different portion of the garage and further make some progress because we already lost a ton of hours. So I just updated the firmware on the GoPro, and I'm praying that it's not gonna pick up all the mic scratches and stuff. So it's really getting dark, and what I've been doing is patching up this hole right here where the skunk comes from the backyard, digs a hole, come here for the cat food, accidentally kicked that, but that's all padded up now, nice and tight, watered down, so that way when it dries it's a solid patch of dirt. But right now I'm gonna set up my light real quick, and I want to show you something that I got in the mail again. But I'm gonna set up the light real quick, go get the package, and I'm gonna show you what it is. And I'm also gonna try to clean up this section right here and a little bit of, you guys can't see it, a little bit of that corner over there before we close the garage for tonight. So as you guys may know, I received this a while ago from the Caveman, and this has worked for me, like, you know, recording at night and stuff like that. And then I broke it, or I didn't break it, my nephew was vlogging and he chucked it across the living room hallway and it broke. So I repaired it, but I haven't used it as far as mounting it because I'm afraid that it might just break the ears right back off. And then next thing you know, the Caveman sends me another one. Ooh, yeah. And now I have two. Thank you to Caveman for sending me the replacement, and you know, it was super unexpected. I wasn't aware of it. My cousin just sent me a package, like picture text, and he was like, hey, I got another one for you with the dude's name in place of my name. And then he sends me a picture of this one right here, another package that came in with the same name. Mind you, this came in like 2 weeks ago, and I didn't know about this until my cousin texted me and said, hey, you got a package that's been sitting here. And I'm like, what? I didn't order nothing again. And sure enough, it has the Caveman's name on it. He sent me Memo. Leave me alone, Memo. Memo! Bro, you've been rolling in dirt again? You've been rolling in dirt, huh? You're freaking brown. Chill. Okay, so I have no idea what this is right here. Like, obviously it has 3 LED bulbs in it. Not 100% sure what exactly this thing is, or how it turns on, or how it actually works. But okay, well, there's a button. This is like a tripod looking thing, and then there's a charger, and I believe there was a battery. This is a battery right here. Meow. And then check this out. This is what I was sitting here trying to figure out. What exactly is this thing? I'm gonna assume that this right here goes on your GoPro stick, selfie stick, stabilizer, whatever you're using, and then one goes for the GoPro, the other one goes for the light. Now, originally I had thought that both of these were for the lights, but obviously these suckers are too wide to be sitting side by side on this little bracket. So I'm gonna assume that this screws into this, which then mounts on one tab while the GoPro's on the other one. This is freaking awesome. Like, Caveman, you have sent me 3 unexpected items, and I truly appreciate you trying to help me better my video quality as far as night goes, and it has helped me a lot. I can't thank you enough, man. Thank you once again. Mama says thank you. Mama, say thank you. No? You want to end the clip? I love cleanup sometimes because you find things that you forgot you had. This was given to me by my buddy Chewy, and completely forgot about this. It was wrapped up in microfiber or towel, wash towel, and what I'm about to do right now is I'm just going to wrap this up in saran wrap, re-wrap it back up in here, and then just find a nice place for it somewhere. I'm still cleaning, and like I said, it's like 9:30. I'm still trying to get all this cleaned up before I close the garage, at least the cart for the most part. And then that pile over there, this light is freaking killer. Love it. So I got the engine on the dolly, and I'm sitting here just kind of like looking at it and just really like thinking about what exactly is going to happen with this short block. That's my valve cover, all nicely saran wrapped and you know, bungee corded, so it's not like, you know, whatever. This is my short block from my CRX right here, and this car, it doesn't run. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I may be selling the CRX due to the fact that my dad told me if I want to buy the van, I have to get rid of my CRV and possibly the CRX. So if I want a tow rig, I might just have to get rid of it. Not 100% sure just yet, but yeah, my short block right here, I don't think it's going to be going back into the CRX for the most part. And you know, it's just been sitting here collecting dust. You know, the twin disc right here only has about 1,200 miles. The short block has about 1,200 miles. It is a CSS short block that's just been sitting here and fully covered up, so that way no debris and stuff get inside of it. You know, it was a good motor. I made 450 on it. The valve seals went out, and then I got rid of the cylinder head and got another GSR head, which I then sent out for port work, and I haven't seen it in about 6 months, 5 months now. All the Pro 1 cams, all the good stuff is kind of stashed away for making big power, but we don't know what exactly is going to happen now. But the short block is just going to sit here and I guess collect dust, you could say, and just kind of forget that I have it until the day comes of wanting to go boost again. Then, oh, I got a short block. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna continue cleaning. I'm gathering the stuff that I may need for a future, you know, whatever, and I'm gonna put them into another tote. I have another one that's a big one in the backyard, and I don't want to go over there now because the skunk, oh, there he is, there he's running. Yep, that's the skunk. Anyways, oh, I can smell that. So the skunk is kind of defending my turf. I don't have any more BBs in my gun, but yeah, so I'm just gathering the stuff that I may need in the future that I'm not needing now to put into that other tote, so I could clear the garage out and further make more room. So right now I am going to clear this bin out and then this cart. Got this whole corner cleaned up. Got this table all cleared out. There was a bag that was sitting on top of this one which had a ton of rags, so I just pretty much took all the rag out and put it onto my rag bin right here. And everything that was up here is all taken out and, you know, separated between tools and bolts and stuff I didn't need. And then I got my, you know, Makita and stuff, Milwaukee's up top, my glove, and you know, stuff that I may be using soon. All the stuff that was right here has been taken off, and all of these boxes are just pretty much like bolts. And you know, just this box right here is for the RSX, so I'm gonna have to find a place for it when I do come around to working on the RSX again. All the stuff for the RSX is in here. You know, these boxes right here were for different cars when I was taking them apart. This one right here was when I did the Z6 head gasket a long time ago. Need to separate all the bolts that I could consolidate into my bolt bin, and then the rest toss them. Same goes for that guy, and same goes for this guy. This one right here has you know, just stuff I kind of found along the way of cleaning, and I gotta find designated location for all of these guys, especially because I got a new box of you know, brake line flare tools and all that. Gotta find a place for those. These right here are just miscellaneous stuff like, you know, brushes when I used to do fiberglass work, and a bunch of stuff I may or may not need. I don't know. I gotta go through these guys tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it right now because it is super late. This right here is going to the backyard tomorrow, but I'm gonna leave it right here tonight until the skunk kind of fuck off and let me go to the backyard and consolidate my big ass tote. But yeah, I got a clutch right here, all the window regulators, and just miscellaneous things that I may need later down the road. The intake, all that's gonna go to the backyard. Over here, I kind of consolidated the K-Series stuff that was parted out from the car. You know, it's the engine sitting here. Transmission, I got to hit up my buddy, see if he's still interested in it. Then I'm going to sell it with the cable, the shifter box, clutch, flywheel, and whatever else I don't need related to the tranny. If you guys already know, I have another K20A2 transmission in the back, so I don't need two. So I got to sell it and use the money for something else. Cleared that little area where all the tires used to be stacked up, but because some of the wheels are on the CRX now, we got that all cleared up. The wheels are back in the wagon. Those are the skinnies. I'm gonna have to dismount the slipstream so I can take those and put 2 new tires on it, since those tires are jacked. And I need to take my slicks off the car so I can get the slicks in the garage, get the spares on here, and then have this roll around without you know, messing up my slicks or nothing. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm talking kind of fast. My stomach's kind of hurting. I don't know what I ate, but it fucked up my stomach pretty bad. I do have my glasses on. I don't know why, because I just found these, and these were my glasses from work. Yeah, I can still see. Not a big deal. Yeah, not really any progress on cars today. I do, in fact, have a race for the CRX in like 3 days, so tomorrow hopefully I clean up a tad bit, and then I will start working on the CRX on pulling out the axle, trying my DA axle, see how much of a difference in length that it is, and then go find one accordingly. Miller Built Tuning sent me a axle that he claims to have used on his A-Swap EF, or A-Swap in general, so I'm gonna go and snag that axle 8889 Integra, which is a ½ inch shorter, and then we'll try to put it into car, see if it'll roll, see if it'll click on turns or something like that. If we're good, then we're good. If not, then back to the drawing board. So tomorrow's a little bit of cleaning and CRX work, but as far as tonight goes, we are going to end it right here. Definitely made a little bit of progress on cleaning the garage and making it look more like a garage than a huge storage unit, because, you know, I've just been jamming a whole bunch of shit in here since the whole crunch time with the wagon and so on and so forth. But feels good to finally clean up a little bit. And I spoke to a buddy of mine. He actually is going to be moving to a shop from his garage. So that means he has a Husky toolbox up for grab, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to snag it because I've been waiting for him a couple years now, actually, when he initially wanted to get rid of it the first time. So the new toolbox should be like from here to about right here, about yay high, which is more than enough drawers and table space to kind of consolidate, organize all of my junk crap right here. So looking forward to that. Not 100% sure when he's gonna let go of that Husky toolbox, but that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a cleanup now that I finally have the time to do so, because my cars are done. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, guys. You guys are killing it on the iBox videos. Thank you for the support. Thank you all the people who are out there that made the trip more you know, dope. So thank you for all the love and the comments on that video as well, because the more I watch that video, the more it puts a smile on my face, because of all of the interactions and great times we've made out there at iBox. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.